So we're here at Waterbury Reservoir, November 2nd, 2110. No?
No.
No? What year is it? Quick. See, this is what happens. I put people on the spot and they fumble and then they don't know what to say. It's 2019. So we're at Waterbury Reservoir and my kiddo and I are gonna go camping. And my bride dropped us off.
I'm excited.
And we got here and the road is totally flooded. We had a lot of rain last night and a lot of roads were closed. So as you can see, the parking lot is actually way down around the corner. It's like over there. So we just parked the car right there and you can see everything, all the trees and everything are kind of floating. So we're just gonna shove off right here and get to our campsite. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we're shoving off. It's kind of cold out. It was the temperature gauge in the car said it was 42 degrees. And we might even have snow tonight. So Raleigh and I are kind of hoping that that's going to happen. Yeah, we're paddling on a road, huh, kiddo?
Yeah, it's weird.
So we got to kind of find our way through here. Pretty crazy. So I just saw the welcome sign. Check this out.
Wow.
We're getting a little closer to it.
Holy cow.
There's the welcome sign. And that thing stands probably 6 foot tall, at least. Maybe 8.
Amazing. Feels like we're floating up in the trees.
No, we kind of are floating up in the trees. Can you see that, camera? It's pretty wild.
That is.
Pretty, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Let's see if I can get in there a little bit closer. Keep your paddle so it doesn't get caught on the branches. Wow.
There's pretty good.
That's pretty cool. So, we've been paddling for about maybe an hour. Not quite. We came across one of the first campsites here and you can see how high the water is. The water is almost right at the same level as the campsite. So we have to find a campsite that sits a little higher than most, and we have a couple in mind that we're going to try to find this afternoon, but thought we'd come over here just to show you how close it is. I don't know if you can see that. Hey, Raleigh, stop paddling. Put your paddle down so the camera, yeah. You can see over there. The site 15. And the post is even in the water.
Yeah.
Usually there's a pretty big step to get up this high.
But
You actually park your boat down below and come up to the water, but this is just to show you how flooded it is. We're paddling along the trees. Put your paddle down, Raleigh. And there's the fire pit, which is basically in the water. That's pretty crazy. There's the fire pit in the water. So in theory, we probably could camp here, but we're gonna go see if we can find something a little bit further out of the water.
yeah.
just in case. The water should be going down, so we shouldn't have to worry about getting flooded out anymore, but you never know. So we're going to play it safe and try to find a spot that would be a little better for us. It's about a little after 2 o'clock. So we're hoping to get there at least by 3, because we still have to set up camp. So the adventure continues. I think we have a little duck in front of us. Raleigh thinks it's a twig. I think it's a duck. So we're gonna go over there and look. Might be a dumpster chicken too, I don't know, we'll see. Paddling away from us, whatever it is. I don't know if the GoPro can see it, but it's just off of Raleigh's left shoulder. Maybe it's a clog from a Swedish person.
We're almost there.
We're gaining on the little animal, or the twig that Raleigh says.
Oh, no,
The twig is looking at us now.
Yeah, it's a duck. That's a white duck.
We're gaining on the twig.
Whoa, that's a cool duck. I thought it was right there. Whoa.
Here, stop paddling for me.
Do you see that?
Oh, you got the paddle in front of the camera, so. Hello. Okay, I think we found our site. It's number 10, right?
Yep.
Hey, paddle, you gotta help me steer. We finally found one that isn't
It's really
underwater. It's kind of tricky navigating through all the trees. But here we are. Okay, let's bring that and set that over there or something. Here. Here, bring that up. See if you can find a spot up there.
Yeah.
Now we're just looking for a flat spot for the tent. I think this is it. So this might be our view. So that campsite was a dud. We know it's there, so if we have to go back to it, we will, but we're gonna try to find something a little bit more flat. There was a couple sites, but there was no fire pit. It was probably under the water. And the two sort of sites that we had to set up camp weren't real flat. So we're back in the boat and we're gonna see what else we can find. So I just saw a lure up in the tree. It's a little Rapala. Those things aren't cheap. They're like $8-9 now. So I can see just the edge of the string. Let's try to pull this down to me.
Yeah, I'll get you.
Nice.
Ah,
Look at that.
Backwards.
So no, I got it. Don't paddle. This guy's been in the tree for probably a while now. Haha! Free lure for me. Take this line out of the tree. See that? Even doing my civic duty by picking up. Cool, free lure. Okay, let's find a camp. Hopefully we've got a spot for tonight.
Yeah.
Looks promising, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks really nice in here.
Hey, paddle on your left. Paddle on your left.
It smells good too.
Yep, keep paddling. Oh, I see the outhouse.
Yep, I see it.
All right, so probably most of the site's underwater, but maybe we can find a flat spot up here somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, and here we are. All right, grab the front and pull me in.
Oh gosh.
Just pull. Whoa. You pulled so hard you made the camera go flinging. So we did finally find a spot. And Raleigh is cleaning it up right now. I think this is where we're going to stay, huh?
Yeah, it's really nice.
This is where we stayed last winter, a couple winters ago. So yeah, pretty good flat spot for the hot tent. So now we just got to set up. So what are you doing here, Raleigh?
I'm getting the wood started for our fire to cook our food.
Nice. You're kind of hungry, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what have you got going on here?
So these little sticks are to keep the fire started, and these make it burn even more to keep it going. And then these are what the fire burns on the most.
And they start really small, right? Yep. And they get bigger. So what's the smallest size? How do you know what size is what?
Because the small ones are kind of like the lead of a pencil.
Right.
They're just really skinny.
Yep.
And these are about the size of a pencil that you write with.
Yep.
And they're thicker. And then these are kind of the size of a marker that you would write with.
Yep.
And they're even thicker. And then these are just really big sticks to keep the fire going on.
Perfect. So, while she was doing that, as you probably saw, got the hot tent up, and I made this thing myself because I'm poor and I can't afford the $1,000 wall tents that you buy. So I made one out of a plastic tarp, the medium duty one, and some Gorilla Tape, and we've had it for a few years now and it works really well. And when you come in, I also made my own little ammo can stove, and it works pretty well. Yeah, I've got a little wood already set for us. It's got a little damper right there for intake, and then of course the damper here, which is just a soup can lid in there and a piece of threaded rod and an old spring I found, and it works. It actually works pretty well. And then just to add things, make things a little interesting, I added a little tray, a little baking tray, so we can put make our own pizza or tater tots. That's what we're going to do tonight. And this is sealed from above so the ash doesn't fall in there. So it should be a pretty good time. The story pole in the center, you just you cut when you get on site. I like to leave a little hook up there so we can hang a lantern or dry clothes or whatever. What you want to do when you're splitting is you don't want to stand up like this, okay, and split it, because if you miss, it can hit you. But see, if I'm kneeling down and I miss, where's it going to go? The ground. It's going to go in the ground before it hits me. So that's something you always want to do. And you don't want to just hit it easy. You want to hit it hard. Okay? Don't be afraid to hit it hard. Make sure your hands are out of the way. See?
Can I try that piece?
Good job, kiddo. Perfect. She's a big help. We make a good team. So we got all our camp chores done. So now we're just going to relax. And yeah, so here's our little ammo can stove. I've got a first alert carbon monoxide detector in here just in case. Yep. Safety first.
Yep.
So yeah, we're gonna cook up some dinner. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We're getting closer.
It looks so good.
It does look good.
And the tater tots do too.
Tater tots are almost done.
It's gonna be so amazing. Oh, Dad, I didn't bring a... Oh, I don't need one.
What? What do you need?
A fork, but I don't need one.
Nope, you don't need a fork. We're eating cowboy style.
Yeah.
Oh man, that looks good. Let's see if I need any more wood.
Finally in my t-shirt.
Pretty neat to be in a t-shirt in a homemade ammo can stove.
Yeah.
With a homemade tent. See, you don't have to be fancy. You don't have to be fancy, it just has to work. Tater tots are golden brown.
And there's a squirrel running around.
There is a squirrel running around.
Outside.
Are you ready for your tater tots?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I'll give you a plate. Your tater tots are served, madame.
Thank you. Ah!
They're hot?
No, the bottom of the plate was hot.
I'm gonna try one. Tell me if it's good.
Okay, hold on.
Cooked all the way through? Good?
It's
Nice.
amazing.
Awesome. Sausages are almost done.
Homemade.
Okay,
Thanks.
there you go. Ooh. Hold that up. Bring that over here. put that in your on your plate.
Oh.
Look at that. Hold it right about here. Look at that. Yum. So we're all fed.
Yep.
We have very full bellies. And it got really hot in here, so we had to open the door. I don't know if you can see, the door's cracked right there. Yeah. Let some of the heat out because it's silly hot in here. But it's been a really nice night. We've been having fun visiting. Keeping the fire going. You can see in there. And yeah, we're about to call it a night. We're gonna hang our food bag. What else are we gonna do?
We're gonna brush our teeth.
Oh yeah, we're gonna brush our teeth because it's very important to brush our teeth. So we're gonna do that. And then we're probably gonna come in here. We're gonna stoke the stove one last time. So we have something to listen to as we go to sleep. Because it's really kind of peaceful. And
oh, and seeing that light, I don't know if you can see it, but that light that the fire shows on the ground.
yeah, there's a little bit of ambient light here that kind of bounces off the ground as the fire burns.
And with the light off, that will be really nice.
Yeah. So Raleigh has a 20 below zero rated sleeping bag, so she's going to be plenty warm. And I've got my 20-degree bag, so I'm sure that I will probably be okay. I have a fleece liner inside just in case. And I even bought a couple wool blankets that we can throw over ourselves if we have to. Because they said it was supposed to snow tonight. So we're both kind of hoping it's going to snow tonight.
Yeah.
So that would be really cool. So we'll see what the morning brings.
We have our smart food.
Yeah, we have brought snacks.
So we stay smart and don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, that makes sense. Smart food for smart people. See you in the morning. Bye. Good morning. We slept pretty well. Raleigh ended up falling off her mat and landing on the ground. So she was wiggling and jiggling, but she managed to find her way back onto her sleeping mat. We slept pretty good. It's about 7 o'clock. We're gonna make a fire and have some breakfast. So yeah, we slept pretty good last night. It was a little cold, but not too bad. We got the hot tent going, as you can see. A little bit of pine in there, so it's kind of smoky, but we're gonna have some beech and some birch and maple going here pretty soon, so we can cook over that. Yeah, it's about 7:30, and we're gonna have breakfast, pack up, and get out of here because we gotta go across over to the dam to get picked up. So this is breakfast. Scrambled eggs, cooked in bacon grease, some bacon, some coffee. A happy girl over there having her, what are you having?
Oreo mint hot chocolate.
Yeah, that sounds great. So we're cleaning things up a little bit. Getting ready to pack up. Probably let the stove go out. Listen.
Oh my gosh. It's bouncing off the ground. That's snow.
It has started to snow.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. It is snowing.
Yep. It's snowing. You can see it bouncing off the tent.
Oh my gosh.
Your mother might have to wait for us. Maybe we'll stay here for like half the day.
This is so amazing. I'm so excited.
The best part is that the first snow we got to see this year, and we were outside camping in it. What a beauty morning, man.
Oh my god.
that there is the sign. Unless you know where this campsite is, so the flooding is pretty substantial. You can see the trees half submerged in the water. And over there's a dam. And we can hear it, probably you can't, but they've opened up the dam to let a bunch of this water out. It's gone down quite a bit. You can see up here how high it was last night. But you can see, I mean, from here to here, it's probably moved at least 2-3 feet. It's dropped. So yeah, we're on our way. So last night we didn't use all the wood. We had a lot of wood, so we left some here. And why do we do that, kiddo?
Because it's nice for when the next people come to leave some wood for them if it's raining out or something, and they can use some of the wood we had. Plus we had a lot of wood, so we had some left over.
Right. So it's an old woodsman's tradition to leave wood behind for the next guy. Whenever you leave a camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
You always want to make sure that there's enough wood for somebody else to start a fire, and that means birch bark, small twigs, and then some bigger stuff, just enough to get a sustainable fire going. So the next people, if they come in and it's dark, or they're cold, or they're wet, or it's stormy, they know they can get a fire started and stay warm, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we try to carry on that tradition, and we always do that every time we leave a campsite, don't we?
Yeah, this would last a while.
Well, that's a lot of wood. We don't usually leave that much, but we had quite a bit of wood. So, and who knows? We might come back here in the wintertime, and maybe this will still be here, and we can use some of it.
Yep.
So, let's go. Okay, I'm getting in. Ta-da! All right, you ready to shove off? Oh, I'm gonna paddle forward a little bit. Hard to get out of these trees. Watch your paddle, Raleigh. Yeah, these trees will knock it out of your hand. Then you'll be up the creek without a paddle. Bad jokes. Wow, what a beautiful morning. Oh, we're gonna hit that. Nope, we missed it. Ooh, look at the fog on the water. It is a log.
Yep.
Hello, log. See you later,
Like
log.
the frog.
Hello! Coming in the dock.